So this is the Dragon's Den at Castle South, and this is where my theater journey really began. It's where I fell in love with it, it's where I discovered it to begin with, and it's where I met a lot of amazing people that honestly would change the course of my life and how I would look at theater and school and just life in general. So I did 3 shows here, and they were called Flapper, Hankrin Hillbillies, and Totally Awesome 80s. Crazy names, but it was a lot of fun. And I had a lot of time to grow, a lot of people to influence me. I had Treva Pruden as my theater director, and she was amazing. And she always encouraged us to just go farther than we ever thought we'd ever go. And I honestly live by that, to know that in life it's important to get out of your comfort zone and to try new things. And I met some of my best friends here. Eli Fanek, Lexi Herring, Lindy Howard, and Grace Beer. Those are all people that really influenced me in my life during this time period. And I've learned a lot of things from them. Eli was always the person I would go to if I ever had a problem. Grace was she was my best friend, and she always kept me sane whenever things weren't so sane in that moment. Lindy, I didn't really know her that well, but as time progressed, we honestly became best friends. In high school, we honestly have. And she always had a smile on her face, and she honestly today inspires me to be a better person every single day. And Lexi, she was always the fiery one. She was always the person that was gonna have the most fun. And if you wanted to have fun, you wanted to be around Lexi. And I did a lot of growth here. It was a time where you're discovering yourself. You're trying to figure out what you love. You're trying to become you. And I did a lot of things here. I was a cheerleader, I was a volleyball player, I was in choir. Yes, Peyton was in choir. I didn't hate it at this moment in my life. But I did a lot of things, and I got good grades, and I did everything. But there was nothing else in this school that ever made me feel like theater did. It gave me a family, it gave me a place to belong. And so since I got to begin here and got such a good foundation, it gave me the ability to go into high school and be successful and to know that I do have a place to belong. And so that's what Castle South Theater really, it changed me, and it gave me something that I will love for the rest of my life. Okay, so this is the last and final location. This is the Castle Auditorium. This is where I would perform. This is where I grew. This is where I got critiqued like none other. And this is where I learned a lot about who I am. And I made a lot of friends here. And dang it, I've done a lot of performances, and I've done a lot of shows, but there's nothing like performing with the people that you love. And I got to learn here that it's a lot more than performing. It's a lot more than putting on a show. It's about bringing in the people that you love and investing in them and showing them that we're family and we want to do these shows together. We don't want to do them apart. And I think that's what we learned in Almost Maine this year, was have a cast of 19. I got to work with 3 amazing people, Jack Brown, Zane Phillips, and Sam Schultz. And the character development, the personal development I've had is incredible. And there's a lot of things to be made. So I want to address Larkin Thompson for always making this class bearable in a way that is hilarious. Thank you, Whitney Hyatt, for always being willing to grow and being willing to work past your boundaries. Thank you, Lydia Walker, for always keeping me on my toes and for always talking to me and for always being a good friend. Thank you, Reese, for always taking my criticism, even though it wasn't criticism, but everyone turned it into criticism. Thank you, Dewey Phelps, for always being you. Dude, you keep it real. You always are awesome, and I just love you. And I want to thank Sam Schultz for being a person that I can't perform with enough. He is always just incredible, and he always works well with me, and he's just an incredible friend, so thank you. I want to thank Whitney Wood for being just one of my best friends. Every morning I can wake up and I know I can come to school and have a hug from you, and it's it means a lot. So thank you. Thank you, Gal, for coming from Israel to be here and for being so talented and being willing to work hard for what you got. And that's admirable. So keep doing that. And good luck in the next 2 years of your life, and good luck forever. I'm looking, Ashlyn, thank you for always just being such a weirdo. You are so cool, and I loved your Mary Poppins performance. That was just so funny, and it was just incredible to see you grow this year, and I've loved every second of it. Lizzie Veneta, you are always the girl that I know that I can come in and we make sure we have our English homework done because you're in my English class. But I've known you for a few years now, and you have grown a lot as an actress, and you are incredible. Keep doing what you're doing, and just keep loving Jesus because he's awesome. All right, so Jordan, you are someone I don't know very well, and you're a person that I wish I would have talked to more, but I can tell that you have a very kind spirit, and you are always just, you work really, really hard, and I admire the fact that being in an acting class, you are a little bit quieter sometimes to me, but you grew out of that, so I'm proud of you. And I want to say one last thank you to Mr. Ante. Thank you for challenging me and for never settling for less than spectacular with me. And thank you for giving me a role that I will never forget, roles that I will never forget. So Caitlin Sozio, you are a sight for sore eyes always. Thank you for Kaylin. Kaylin, I got to work with you in our big group, and I loved being able to see you grow. Hannah Pollard. Hannah, you are just an incredible human being, and I hope you know how valuable you are to me and to everyone around you. And then Lexi Herring, the TA, my OG. You have been by my side in theater for as long as I can possibly remember. We started off as the Everly Sisters in 6th grade, and then we were Donna, Tanya, and Rosie senior year, and I couldn't be more grateful for you. And I hope you go throughout your life knowing you meant something to somebody. And I hope you go into college knowing how valuable you are to me and to everybody around you. And you are so talented, and you are so worth all the gold in the world. And I really appreciate your friendship. But there's nothing like acting. There's nothing like theater. And this place and this program has literally meant